Your happiness is your responsibility. Hello and welcome to today's episode of The Mindful Voice. I'm Jenny, and I'm so glad you're here with me today. Today, we're diving into a topic that's both simple and powerful, one that has the ability to completely transform your life if truly understood and embraced. The title of today's episode is Your Happiness is Your Responsibility. Take a deep breath. Let those words sink in. Your happiness is your responsibility. Not someone else's. Not your partner's. Not your parents'. Not your boss's. Not society's. Yours. Let's explore why that truth is both freeing and, for many, a wake-up call. Segment 1: Why we often outsource happiness. Let's begin by reflecting. How often have you thought, "I'll be happy when I get that job. I'll be happy if they love me back. I'll be happy once I lose weight. I'll be happy once life finally gives me a break." Sound familiar? We're often conditioned to tie our happiness to external events, outcomes, people, achievements. We put it on layaway, giving others the power to determine how we feel. We say, "If this happens, then I'll be happy." But here's the problem: we can't control most of those external things. If your happiness depends on things you can't control, you'll always be chasing it and never really find it. Segment 2: The Illusion of External Control. Let's talk about control. We all want it. But the truth is, we control far less than we think. You can't control how others treat you. You can't control the traffic, the weather, or the global economy. But what can you control? Your reactions. Your mindset. Your values. Your choices. Your perspective. And this is exactly where responsibility comes in. Taking responsibility for your happiness doesn't mean you're ignoring your struggles or denying that life can be tough. It means you're choosing to respond with power, not helplessness. You're saying, "No matter what happens, I get to decide how I feel and what I do next." Segment 3: Victim Mindset vs. Empowered Mindset. Let's differentiate between two types of mindsets. 1. The victim mindset. This mindset blames everything and everyone for its misery. It says, "I'm unhappy because my childhood was tough. I'm broken because they hurt me. I can't change because life is unfair." And sometimes, those things are true. But the danger is, you surrender your power. You stay stuck. You stop growing. 2. The empowered mindset. This mindset says, "Yes, I've been through hard things. But I won't let them define me. I can't control the past, but I can control how I rise from it. My life is my responsibility." Your happiness starts the moment you stop blaming and start building. Segment 4: Real life examples. Let's bring this closer to home. Think about someone you know, or maybe it's you, who always seems to be negative. Even when good things happen, they find a reason to complain. Now, think of someone else who, despite facing big challenges, chooses to smile, to help others, and to keep going. Their happiness seems to come from within, not from their circumstances. What's the difference? It's not luck. It's not because their life is perfect. It's responsibility. They've taken ownership of their emotional well-being. They've made the decision that happiness is an inside job. Segment 5. The role of daily choices. Let's get practical now. Happiness isn't a destination, it's a daily decision. It's made up of hundreds of small choices, every single day. Choosing to get out of bed even when you feel down. Choosing gratitude over complaint. Choosing to speak kindly to yourself instead of harshly. Choosing to step away from toxic people or environments. Choosing to take a walk, drink water, or meditate. Choosing to laugh at yourself instead of criticize yourself. Each choice might seem small, but collectively, they create your emotional landscape. Segment 6. Boundaries, self-worth, and letting go. Taking responsibility for your happiness also means protecting it. That's where boundaries come in. You have a right to say no. You have a right to protect your peace. You have a right to walk away from people or situations that drain you. You're not responsible for other people's happiness, only your own. This also means letting go of the idea that everyone has to approve of you or like you. If your happiness depends on external validation, you'll always feel anxious and uncertain. When you know your worth, the noise around you loses power. That's when happiness becomes a steady flame, not a flickering candle. Segment 7. The myth of constant happiness. Now let me say this, you are not going to feel happy all the time. And that's okay. Taking responsibility for your happiness doesn't mean forcing a smile or pretending everything's fine when it's not. It means allowing yourself to feel, to heal, and to choose better even if that process is slow. True happiness is rooted in authenticity, resilience, and peace. It's not loud or showy. Sometimes it's as quiet as drinking your coffee in peace or hugging someone you love. So give yourself permission to be human. But also give yourself the power to keep moving forward. Segment 8. What happens when you take responsibility? When you take full responsibility for your happiness, amazing things happen. You stop waiting. You start living. You stop blaming. You start creating. You stop reacting. You start responding. You stop fearing. You start growing. You become emotionally free because you no longer rely on others to give you something that was always within you. You begin to heal. You build self-trust. You stop chasing and start attracting. That's powerful. Segment 9. How to start today. You might be asking, okay, this sounds great, but where do I start? Here are 5 steps to begin. 1. Reflect honestly. Ask yourself, what have I been blaming for my unhappiness? Write it down. Be honest. 2. Reclaim your power. Say this out loud, I am responsible for my happiness. Let that affirmation become your anchor. 3. Choose one habit. Maybe it's journaling, walking, deep breathing, or saying no more often. Start small, but stay consistent. 4. Seek support, not rescue. It's okay to lean on people, but don't expect them to fix you. Your healing is your journey. 5. Celebrate small wins. Every time you choose peace over panic, growth over blame, light over darkness, celebrate that. Segment 10. Final thoughts. Before we wrap up, I want to remind you of something very important. You are not broken. You are not too late. You are not powerless. You are capable. You are worthy. You are in charge of how this story unfolds. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for the stars to align. Don't wait for others to change. Choose yourself. Choose now. Choose happiness. Because at the end of the day, your happiness is not a reward. It's a responsibility. Outro. That's it for today's episode of The Mindful Voice. If this episode resonated with you, please like, share, or leave a comment. It helps us reach more people who need this message. And remember, no matter where you are in life right now, you have the power to choose joy. Until next time, I'm Jenny. Stay kind to yourself. Stay present. And above all, stay happy.